Once you logged into Lumi.education, this is Lumi Cloud interface. You can see here 3 tabs: Overview, Content and Deployments. Under that you have 4 options here. You can directly go to My Content and try to add content, or click on Create New Content from here. Let's click on My Content and see. And this is the page you will see. Here you can click on Create a new folder, give it a name and a color, and inside that folder you can create a content, or directly you can create content here from Add Content and Create New or Upload. So what happens if you click on Create New Content? Let's click on this and see. So directly it will take you to the editor. If you click on My Content and then click on Add New Content from Add Content, Create New Content, and then you will see the editor, similar editor. Let's see how to create a multiple choice question type. Whichever the content type that you want to create, when you click on details, you will see the details of that particular content type and content demo link and screenshots. You can click on use. Remember, this multiple choice is a single interaction, so one question only you can create. This is a simple content type. So here I want to create about a vegetable, a riddle kind of a question. You can add media also, either audio, video or an image pertaining to that particular question. I'm not using here. So let me type my question, my riddle here. This is my riddle. Options I want to provide is first the correct option, that is drumstick. So this is a correct option, so I'll check this correct. And the next option I want to provide me, and this is incorrect, so I won't check this. I'll click on add an option to add my third option. Here I want to provide a green bean, and this is also wrong, so I won't check this. I'll click on add an option. I will provide my fourth option. That is cucumber. Okay, now let me see this behavioral settings. For each content type, these behavioral settings differ. So I will enable retry and show solution. I'll also enable this require answer before the solution can be viewed, and randomize answers. Every time user opens this question, the answers will be shuffled. So once we are done, let me click on save. Before that, I'll make sure that I will provide metadata. I'll click on metadata and provide the license that I want to provide to this activity. Author is it's me, so I will provide author details. I'll give CC BY license and click on save metadata. Now I'll click on save. So once content is saved, you can always view this. Even before, you can view the content, how it looks like, but it's always a good practice to click on save and then view this so that you don't lose your content. So this is how you create a multiple choice question. Okay, now if you want to export this as a SCOM or a HTML, you can use this button here, export, and then if you want to export as all-in-one HTML file, you can click on this and show rights and permissions so that it will show the copyright options, and click on export now. So it will be exported as a HTML file. So your download is ready. You can click on this link so that it will open in a new window. And this is my HTML file. Okay, let me close this. So this is how you create a multiple choice question and export it as a HTML file. You can always download it as a HTML or a H5P activity to reuse. So once you create any content, and then when you see your overview and my content, you will see the content types that you already created inside my content. This is the one multiple choice question we just created. So how do we share? How do we deploy this content? So there are 3 dots here. If you observe, click on that and you have a third option. First option is to edit, second option is to download, and the third option is to deploy. Let me click on deploy and I will give it a name. Usually this name can be, for example, any class activity or a name you can provide. And if you want to collect data, that means how many people receive information about the usage, how many people viewed this. If you want their name also, then you need a Lumi Pro option. In Lumi Free, it is not available. The next is save user state. That these two are by default enabled. That is, like if a user leaves this particular activity, they can come back and start from wherever they left. And in advanced settings, you have options like show download or reuse button. If you want to give them an option, the users to repurpose. Show license button, it's always a good idea. And if you want to protect this particular activity with a password, you can enable and provide a password. As of now, I'm not doing it. So I enabled collect data, save user state, show download, and then show license button. Then I'll click on save. So my deployment is ready. Either I can embed this onto my site, or wherever these iframes are supported, I can copy this and use it. Or simply I'll copy this link and distribute with my learners or users. So this is how you can click on insights and you can see some insights here if there are any, and under report also you will see some report. Okay, so there is a settings button here. If you click on that settings, you will see your deployment settings. So here you can click on copy link and then distribute. So once you deploy some contents, under deployments tab, you will see all the content types that you share, ready to share or you already shared.